Well, good evening, everyone. I'm William Brantley from North Jackson, Tennessee on Walker Road, ready to share with you today's climate summary and yesterday's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days, including Christmas Day, momentarily. Turned out to be a cloudy, foggy, dreary day. With some drizzle throughout the afternoon, and is continuing this evening, even though as of 8:50 it's temporarily not doing too bad here in North Jackson. Some of the heavier rain has moved south of us, but more is coming. Matter of fact, it looks like it's going to be raining on and off all the way through Friday. It might get let up on Thursday and be just mostly cloudy that day, and approximately 3 to 4 inches of rain is possible for a weekly total by Saturday morning. That's to kind of give you a little hint on the forecast there a little earlier here. Alright, I guess I better get on with the climate data part. Yesterday's low temperature here in North Jackson was 43 degrees. Yesterday's high was 51 degrees. Yesterday I had 4/100ths of an inch of rainfall here on Walker Road in North Jackson. Bemis, Tennessee and South Jackson ended up at 5/100ths of an inch of rain. Yesterday's warmest high in West Tennessee was 57 degrees at Savannah, Tennessee, while the coldest low would be 43 degrees in Memphis, Tennessee, at their airport and at the National Weather Service Forecast Office, and here in North Jackson, Tennessee. Yesterday's highest wind gust was 17 miles per hour out of the west at 9:30 a.m. Now today's climate data summary. As of 6 p.m. the skies were cloudy and it was drizzly then. I just checked it a few moments ago. It's still cloudy. I forgot to check the temperature. But the fog has lit up a little bit here in parts of the city, at least here in North Jackson. The temperature was 56 degrees as of 6 p.m. The dew point was 56 degrees, making the relative humidity 100%. The wind was out of the south at 10 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure would be 30.06 inches of mercury. Today, since midnight, as of 6 p.m., I've had 7/100ths of an inch of rainfall. I checked it at about 8:45, and I believe it's up to 14/100ths of an inch of rainfall here in North Jackson on Walker Road. The lowest humidity today was 92% at 9 a.m. this morning. That's the lowest. The highest was 100% several hours today. It occurred at 2, 4, 5, and 11 a.m. and then again from 1 through 6 p.m. so far. The visibility due to the fog, at least at the Jackson Airport, dropped down to 1/4 of a mile, 0.25, and that occurred at 3 and 4 p.m. And it might have been less than that in other parts of the city, but at the airport it dropped down to that at 3 or 4 p.m., 1/4 of a mile. Lowest barometric pressure was 30.04 today, and that occurred at 5 p.m., while the highest would be 30.17 inches, and that occurred at 12 a.m. Today's highest wind gust was 13 miles per hour out of the south at 8:52 a.m. Alrighty, the records for today, December the 19th, hottest high would be 72 degrees in 1967. The coldest time would be 22 degrees in 1983. The warmest low would be 55 degrees. That occurred in 1957. And the coldest low would be 6 degrees, and that occurred in 1963. Today's rainfall record, we had a gully washer back in 2002, had 4.63 inches of rainfall on December 19th of 2002. 4.63 inches. That's a gully washer, my friends. And I don't believe we're going to have that much today. Might get close to that by Sunday morning, but that's a Sunday morning's total. It's going to be like a 5-day total together, or weekly total. But we got that amount in one day back in 2002. All right. Snowfall record for today, 1 inch of snow fell today in 1983 on December 19th. Alrighty. I guess it's time to go show you the regular graphs that I show you. And that'd be it for tonight, I guess, my friends. Let me show you AccuWeather's radar. That did so good last night. I'm going to try to do the same thing I done last night, if I can handle that. As you can see, we've got rain moving our way, my friends. Let me see if I can hold this steady enough to where, yeah. See all that heavy rain to our south? Now on mine screen, it's showing red. It is showing red a little bit here. And that's down there around southeast Arkansas and northwest of Greenville, Mississippi. And it's moving in our general direction. So far, the heaviest is went just south of us. Did you see that yellow south of Jackson down there? Maybe an hour and a half ago. We missed that one here in Jackson. The rain hadn't quite made it all the way. Well, yeah, it has made it over to East Tennessee. Just a little more scattered over there. It looks like southern middle Tennessee's getting it tonight. West Tennessee is taking a lighter rain break. But more heavier rain's moving in our direction as I speak. Most of the heavy rain tonight is going to occur from about now all the way to noon tomorrow. And then it might let up a little bit toward noon tomorrow. It should actually end altogether around 4, 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, but remain cloudy the rest of tomorrow. Oh, and there is a fog advisory. I forgot to mention that, and I forgot to pull it up for all of West Tennessee until midnight tonight for visibilities near or below a quarter of a mile and spots. But the Madison County, Tennessee, and all counties of West Tennessee is included in a dense fog advisory until midnight for the areas of heavy fog that we've been seeing. Alrighty. And there you see the regional view. Let's see how much rain's still coming our way. There gets a pretty good view of it right there. That pin where Jackson is, you can see how southern Arkansas is getting hammered pretty good. And it's moving in a east-northeast direction. So it's going to be very close to being over Jackson as the night wears on. We'll just have a downright ugly night in that sense. But Thursday's about the only day that it may not rain. Friday, more rain and storms are coming, and then it'll clear off by Saturday, is the way it's looking right now. So we're going to have to wait till Saturday to get any sunshine around here, I'm afraid. But we've kind of needed the rain. It's been kind of dry in a lot of areas, so and it's not all going to come in one day necessarily either. It's going to be spread out over tonight through on and off through Friday anyways. Alright, I'm going to give you a pretty good summary on the forecast. Let me see. Branch this out to the nation. And You see it. There's the heavy rain in our part of the country. That's the way it looks at a distance. Got pretty good heavy rains over there in Arkansas, and actually parts of Oklahoma too. Looks like, and all, but that's the only area in the south part of the country, though, that is raining, except for maybe a little bit off the Gulf Coast down there south of Alabama or Mississippi. And the rest of the country has rain and snow mixed. Out west, of course, out northwest of the U.S., snowing pretty good up there in Montana. A little bit in the Great Lakes area, and on up in the northeast sections of the country, and up there in Maine, northern tip of Maine up there, so it's snowing a little bit. There you see that rain area. That pretty much covers the country right there, you know, but there you see it pretty good. Alrighty, now let's take a look at the satellite picture. Looks like, whoa, this is a good one. Of course, this is the enhanced version. Tennessee's pretty much cloudy now. Actually, down in central Mississippi, it might not be doing too much, believe it or not, or southern Alabama and Georgia. But as you see the rain and what's heading our way. That area orange down there, southeast of Little Rock, it's kind of moving east-northeast. If it misses Jackson, it's not going to be by much. I think it's going to be slightly heavier south of the I-40, the rainfall, but it's not going to be too far south of us, though. All right, let's look at the regional map. And get a better view of what it looks like in the whole country as a whole. Hey, it's sunny down there in Florida, clear, pretty much. Southern half of Georgia and so on. But cloudy here in West Tennessee and mostly cloudy statewide. And there comes the rain. Down there in southern Arkansas and down there moving through eastern Texas and northwestern Louisiana, moving pretty much northeast, or at least east-northeast anyways. I know. Alrighty. That's the southeast version. Look at the whole nation real quick. Alright, just to look at the way the nation looks as a complete whole. Hey, a few clear skies up in the northeast outside of the precipitation. And there you see the other clouds in the Pacific Northwest and northern plain states. Look like the main activity is right down here near us. Well, we're getting the attention for once. How about that? Looks like it's a coming, if I can say so myself. Alright, let's move on to Weather Underground's current surface map. And there you see the rain again. It shows up a little brighter on this one, don't it? Low pressure down there, what is that, near Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, and Oklahoma border, moving east. There's a front trying to come in from the north, so we're squeezed in between those two. Then you see the low pressure and the cold front heading toward us, and low pressure and the stationary front to the south of us. And a cold front down south of that low pressure. Two lows coming in, alright? And then you see the other precipitation, and most of that snow in the Pacific Northwest. Not all of it, but most of it is. And some real light scattered stuff around the Great Lakes area and up northeast. But once again, we're getting all the attention. I may say so. Let me branch that in or zoom that in a little closer. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Well, you can see how much yellow is in that area of precipitation, and most of that's heading our way. We're going to have a rain-filled night. We was kind of expecting it, though. It's not really a huge surprise or anything. There's a little closer view of it there. Jackson's is in there, but it's kind of hidden. Sort of the center of the screen, I think it is. And then all that yellow coming our way. A little bit of brown mixed in with it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. We got rain coming our way. And that's a little closer. Jackson's right in there, I believe. There we are. And all that yellow and brown's coming our way. Alright. Good map to look at for a second. Alright, Jackson's up here. Alright. I guess it's time to go ahead and read the detailed forecast to you. And then that'll be it for tonight. Alright, let me turn it around so that I can read it to you real quick like. Tonight, of course, is going to be mostly cloudy with 80% chance for more rain likely. Dense fog is also possible or likely in a few locations with visibilities down near 1/4 of an inch until around midnight, and then the fog should start to lift, or at least advisory ends at that time, unless it's extended for a few more hours, which that's possible too. Okay, the clouds will continue on into tomorrow, and 80% chance of more rain tomorrow till around 4 p.m. And then it should end about 4 p.m., near 4 p.m. at least, and then be just mostly cloudy the rest of tomorrow afternoon and evening. We should have a low tomorrow morning near 49 degrees, a high tomorrow about 55 degrees. Actually, it'll be a little bit warmer than today. How about that? 51, I think, was today's high. No, it wasn't. It was higher than that. What was it? 56 degrees. So it'll be about the same tomorrow then for a high that we had today. 56 today, 55 tomorrow. We'll have north winds at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun will be rising tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Be setting at 4:46 p.m. The moon will be rising tomorrow morning at 8:39 a.m. and set tomorrow evening at 7:03 p.m. On Thursday, it's going to be continued mostly cloudy until around 4 p.m. And finally, the skies are going to break up and become fair for a few hours anyways, with a low near 44 and a high of 62 with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now on Friday, it looks like the clouds are going to return with mostly cloudy conditions with a 90% chance, 90% chance of a few showers, and a few thunderstorms are also possible during the morning hours, Friday morning. By noon, the storms should end and be just rain for the rest of Friday afternoon and evening. So it's going to be probably raining pretty much on and off all day Friday and Friday night. But just showers though, afternoon and evening hours. We should have a low of 53 degrees, a high of 64 degrees, with south winds of 15 to 25 miles per hour during the day, then northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour by Friday night. With a low near, I think I mentioned it, 63 and a high of, a low near 53 rather, a high of 64. Alright, on into Saturday. It's going to clear by Saturday night and then be all day fair on Sunday. it looks like right now, other than a little clearing by Thursday night for a few hours, and then by Saturday mostly cloudy with a 60% chance of more showers till sunset Saturday night, then becoming fair for the rest of the evening on into Sunday. With a low near 44 Saturday, a high of only 49, with north winds of 5 to 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, it's going to be fair all day. Thank goodness, finally. And we're going to have to wait really, so what's tomorrow? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're pretty close to 5 days to get sunshine during the daytime, at least. Or at least that's the way it's looking right now. Fair skies Sunday with low near 31, high of 42, with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And that's finally holding up for 2 days in a row. I had a hunch it would take that long, but anyhow. Christmas Day, Monday, December 25th, mostly clear. It's still holding since yesterday. That's a good sign when you get 3 days in a row, it's almost a sure thing. Well, I better be careful because it was like a chance for winter precipitation for 3 days in a row too. But that was way on out there toward 12, 13 days out. This time it's a little closer, mostly clear. Low near 21. Boy, it's going to be cold Christmas Day morning. 21 for a low. High of 40 with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun rises at 7:03 a.m. Christmas Day morning, sets at 4:48 p.m. The moon will be rising at 11:43 a.m. and setting at 11:45 p.m. Now on Tuesday, the day after Christmas, the 26th, mostly clear skies continue with a low near 20 and a high of 37 with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. I'll go ahead and give you next Wednesday, the 27th, mostly clear. Low near 21, high of 41, with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, I think I'm going to let it go at that. For tonight, especially since I'm running a little late. And briefly remind you that there's a good 80-90% chance of rain from now till about 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Then just mostly cloudy after that for the rest of Wednesday. With low near 49 and a high of 55 with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Alright, I think that's it for tonight. I hope everybody has a very pleasant Tuesday night, the 19th of November. And I hope you have a great Wednesday, November the 20th, 2017. And I hope to get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow night. Alrighty, well, good night, sweet dreams, God bless you, and we'll catch you later, my friends.